Hi, I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin. It's Tuesday, February the 11th, and it's time for another edition of my college basketball free picks. I have three in store on tonight's card. Let's get right to them. Let's start with the interstate battle between Mississippi State and Ole Miss. The game will be played in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. 7 p.m. Eastern Time start. Right now, Mississippi State is a 2 point road favorite. This is a Mississippi State team that's gone 1-4 in their last five away games, and that's not a good precedence for a road favorite. With all being considered, Ole Miss, on the other hand, they're coming off wins in each of their last two games. Both of those contests took place at home, and those wins came over some pretty good teams. Even though they're not ranked, they defeated South Carolina and Florida. Ole Miss is now 5-0 against the spread in their last five games, and they won three of those five matchups straight up. One of those straight up losses came by a narrow 1 point margin against number 11 Auburn. This is also an Ole Miss team 9-4 at home this season. Not great, but pretty good when you consider the fact their last three home losses have all come by a combined 9 points. I should say their last three home losses came by a combined 9 points, and three of their four home losses this year have come against ranked opponents, and Mississippi State isn't a ranked opponent as we speak. I like Ole Miss here at home in this rivalry game, +2 over Mississippi State. Michigan State at Illinois, 9 p.m. Eastern Time start. Michigan State right now a 2 point road favorite. This is a Spartans team that's reeling right now as Michigan State has gone 0-3 straight up in ATS in their last three games. In all three of those contests, the Spartans were a favorite. Michigan State is also 1-4 straight up in ATS in their last five conference away games, and 1-9 against the spread this year when facing teams with a winning record, and Illinois certainly qualifies in that regard. The Illini have lost their last two, but they haven't lost three games in a row all season long, and they're going to be out to revenge a 20 point loss at Michigan State earlier this season. I like Illinois here, +2 over Michigan State. Utah State at Colorado State, 9 p.m. Eastern Time start. Utah State, is a 2 point road favorite in this game, and quite frankly, I don't know why. Utah State 1-4 straight up in ATS in their last five conference away games, and their only win in that sequence came over a Wyoming team that's 6-19 overall and 1-12 in Mountain West Conference play. Utah State is also 0-3 straight up in ATS in their last three true road games versus teams with the winning record, and Colorado State definitely qualifies in that regard. They lost those three games by 11.7 points per contest. On the other hand, Colorado State 8-1 straight up and 7-2 ATS in their last nine games. Their only loss in the last nine games came against, you guessed it, Utah State. So big time revenge here for Colorado State at home. On top of that, Colorado State 5-0 this year in conference home games, and they've won those five games by a decisive average of 16.2 points per contest. I like Colorado State here, +2 as a home underdog over Utah State. Repeating again, we have three college basketball home underdogs. Ole Miss +2 at home against Mississippi State, Illinois +2 at home against Michigan State, and Colorado State +2 at home against Utah State. Those are your college basketball free selections for Tuesday, February 11th. Be sure to visit my website. That's rbwins.com. It's there you'll find the best of what I have to offer on a daily basis. You could also purchase weekly, monthly, or annual subscriptions. That's rbwins.com, where you pay a little to make a lot. Until the next time, good luck with all your picks.